Alright guys, this is the box that the Leatherman came in, just standard black and yellow cardboard box. It does have a seal down here. Mine was broken when I opened this, so that's a little concerning. But we're going to open it up and make sure everything's there. This is just a direction sheet on how to open the pliers and all of the locking tools and unlock them, etc., things of that sort. Don't need it. Standard black nylon Leatherman sheath. It feels pretty rigid. It's pretty sturdy. Got a solid snap to it. I do really like, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but in the back, it does have a pouch for the bits that it came with, which I'll show those in just a second. Let's get another pouch here in the front that would go in front of the tool, where you could put the extensions or the extended set of bits or the extension that you can get for this. I don't know if I'll use this pouch or not. I'm not a huge fan of belt pouches, but it is a nice addition to come with it because, like I said, this is actually pretty rigid nylon. Underneath that sheath are a part of the flat bit set. I'm not sure why they wouldn't include the entire bit set, but it's got some hexagon heads, hex heads, star head, square head, a few common bits. I would really recommend getting the full set though. The full set has a lot more peculiar sizes, I guess would be the right word. I'm not sure. It's got some like small star bits and Torx bits and stuff like that that you would be using. Then you've got the standard lanyard ring and pocket clip, which this is also a very nice addition for people like myself that aren't a fan of the belt sheaths, which I'll show how to put this on before the end of this video. Then we have the tool itself, the Leatherman Charge Plus. This is about 4 inches long by, I'd say, 1.5 to 1 3/4 inches wide. I believe the spec said this weighs in at 8.3 ounces. Now this is a little bit lighter than the other Leathermans that I have, but this handle also feels like some sort of composite material as opposed to being steel or aluminum. But these are all one-handed opening tools on the outside. You've got your standard knife blade, which in this tool is actually 154 cm stainless steel. I don't know if you guys can see that there on the blade or not, but that is actually a very nice knife steel. Now this thing is razor sharp right out of the box. You can see that right there. It just took the hair right off the back of my hand. That's one thing I love about Leatherman tools is they come ready to use. There's no needing to sharpen. There's no needing to lube anything. They're just ready to go. They're bomb proof. And these are all locking tools. It just has a lock right underneath the tool. You depress that, this will fold right back in. Across from that, got a standard saw blade just like in other Leatherman tools. Now I wouldn't try to process any large pieces of wood with this, but if you guys watch the video that I did on the Leatherman Wave and Wave Plus, I actually did saw a part of a tree branch with this, so you could process smaller pieces of wood. I think that this would come more in handy for making traps, cutting notches and things like that. This tool overall would be a really handy companion to any trappers and bushcrafters and people like that. It's a pretty rigid saw, and I mean the teeth are really sharp. It works well for processing small pieces. Flipping it over to the other side, we've got a serrated blade with a gut hook on the back. Now this is one of the big reasons why I decided to purchase this tool, just because as far as everything else is concerned, aside from the handle material and the blade material, this is almost identical to the Leatherman Wave and Wave Plus, which I really enjoy. I've been carrying one for quite a while now. But I wanted to add this to my bushcraft bag just because I really thought that this hook would be a really nice addition for small game processing. And across from that, we have a double-sided file that you commonly see in the other Leatherman tools. One side is diamond coated. I actually use these to sharpen tomahawks whenever I've been out in the field before. And it's not going to put a razor edge on it, but it'll definitely give me a nice working edge. Something I did notice just looking at this, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not, but if you look down in the top of the handle there, this actually has phosphor bronze washers, which is actually a really, really nice upgrade. I think it'll make this work a lot smoother. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's smooth like butter. Oh wow, that's right. That's really comfortable. Whenever I edit this, I'll try to zoom in and see if you guys can get a good look at that. I'm looking at it on a bigger screen right now, and I can see a little bit of it. But those phosphor bronze washers, I didn't know that that was a feature that came with it, so I'm pretty impressed by that. Moving on to the inside, obviously you've got your standard pliers here, and then you've got these high-strength, removable, replaceable wire cutters. And I did mention in the other video that if you're caught in some sort of an urban situation, like some sort of emergency situation, and you need to get past a chain link fence that you are not able to go over or around, these wire cutters are strong enough to snap through chain link with relative ease, to be quite honest. If I ever get the chance, I will do a video where I demonstrate that, but I don't want to go around just destroying someone's property just to do a YouTube video. We move on to the inside here. You've got your exchangeable bit holder here. Comes with one in it, flat on one side, Phillips on the other. And just like the Wave, this will accept the extension that will take the regular full-size 1/4-inch bits. And these are all locking tools on the inside as well. Snap them out all the way, they lock in place, and then there's just a button here on the back. You depress that, and they fold right back in. Next to that, you've got a standard can opener, which I've never actually used a can opener on one of these, but I imagine with everything I've come to expect from Leatherman, I'm sure it's built like a tank. I forgot to mention, guys, you do have a ruler on the inside of the handles here, in inches on one side, centimeters on the other. You place it flat, push the ends together, and that'll give you 8 inches in length to measure with. So moving on to the other side, we've got your standard spring-loaded scissors, which these always come nice and sharp as well. These would be really good just for cutting paracord, cutting bank line. You could probably even cut snare wire with those if you honestly had to. Next, you have the small Eyeglass Bit Driver, which this is also double-ended. It's flat on one side and Phillips on the other. So you can get replacements for this if it breaks or if you lose it somehow. And then you've got this standard flat blade that comes in the other multi-tools as well. Now, one thing I will say about this, as far as outdoor use goes, this is the perfect multi-tool, in my opinion, almost. I really wish, since we have the exchangeable bits on this side, I really wish they would do away with this. I really don't see a need for it, especially if you get the full bit kit, because you're going to have other screwdrivers that can serve the same purpose as this. I would really like to see this replaced with an awl as far as bushcrafting goes. That way you could repair gear with it if need be. So I really don't see the point in this. I hope Leatherman does something a little bit different whenever they start releasing tools in the future. That's really my only problem with this. I think it's pointless, but like I said, that's just my personal opinion. But I'm excited to get this thing out and really use it and put it through its paces. It definitely feels good in the hand, and like I said earlier, guys, I'm really impressed with how smooth that opens. Those phosphor bronze washers are really doing their job. And just opening it, you get it to about right there, and you can really feel it lock in place whenever you set the handles the rest of the way. I'm going to put this up to the microphone real quick so you guys can actually hear what that sounds like. So you get it to about right there, and then just hear that snap in place. I would also like to see maybe spring load these pliers here. It's not a huge deal. It would just be a very small convenience. A convenience that I would definitely pay for if it was offered. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Oh, before I forgo, I almost forgot. Yeah, before I forgo. This pocket clip. If you look on the end, or on the side of the handle that has the file in it, you will see if I can get this to focus. I think that's as good as it's going to get. You'll see a gap right here in between the tools. That's where this cutout goes. You just depress the lock, push that right down in there, and it locks in place. Now, I've had really good luck with the pocket clips on these. Like I said, I've been carrying the Wave for several months now with the pocket clip, and I've not had any issues. It's not gotten loose on me. The clip's not come off. It's been pretty well built, just like the rest of the tool. Now, if you ever want to replace this with the lanyard ring or vice versa, it's real simple. You just depress that lock again, push that up, and it comes right back off. So this is not permanent once you put it on. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment, hit that subscribe button, tune in for my future content. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.